Well, if it couldn't get any stranger for Nintendo, it turns out that they are purposely spreading false information so that they can find out who is the leaker, who's the big bad in their midst. And honestly, this is definitely a very worrying and concerning information. Now, I'm not saying that leaks were 100% true 100% of the time, but now that Nintendo is purposely getting leaks out there, it's honestly a crazy thing, and it makes you wonder what kind of leaks were compromised. What are we not going to be seeing? What if it was just all of Nintendo's plot, a plea to get through to the hackers? So, what's going on, everyone? How's your day going? Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so if we look at this post right here from Global Box Office, you can say that Nintendo is reportedly circulating false information intentionally as a deliberate strategy to identify leakers. Now, these are some of the games or leaks that could be included with that. All starting off with the most notable one, the most recent one that seemed really interesting, was Luigi's Mansion 4. Now, this definitely did make sense at the time. We honestly thought that Luigi's Mansion 4 would make a lot of sense. This could be really true. This could be like, oh, this is actually happening. Or this could be false because, yeah, Nintendo was just circulating this, hey, we're developing some Luigi Mansion movie, and then Luigi's Mansion is actually going to be happening. So this could definitely be some sort of plot in their scheme, which overall I think is definitely very cruel, but I think we definitely need some sort of Luigi's Mansion game. Maybe Nintendo got sick and tired of all the leakers, because it seems like every single day there's more and more leaks about, hey, this game is coming, a brand new Kirby game that's going to be happening this year. Oh wait, we can't forget about Nintendo Land 2, that's also going to be happening, so buckle up. So it seems like they really got messed up with that. Also, we have a new classic Star Fox game that has also been potentially compromised. Now, this honestly sucks because if the new Star Fox game has potentially been compromised, what else has been compromised? Because a new Star Fox game, all of these things, all of these leaks and rumors do make sense. Like, it's been a long time since we've seen an actual brand new Star Fox game, and it's kind of crazy. But hey, the best one here that's potentially been compromised is the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake, full ground up remake 2. We could call it Ocarina of Time Remake 2. Honestly, this one kind of sucks because this would have made sense. Now, I'm not saying that the leaks are completely false. Ocarina of Time isn't going to be happening, but seeing as we wanted an Ocarina of Time remake for the longest time, and all of a sudden, hey, we're going to be seeing an Ocarina of Time remake, it leads you to believe that potentially Nintendo could have organized this because they knew that this would get around really, really quickly, and it also would potentially point them in the right direction on who is secretly distributing some information on Nintendo as a whole. So honestly, I think that potentially this could have been compromised, but I hope it's not compromised. Because guess what? Ocarina of Time, you like it or you don't like it, it would definitely be a system seller. And seeing as Nintendo right now is looking short on games, all of these games would have made for a fantastic 2026 or even 2027. And you mean tell me Nintendo's going to be like, well, 40th anniversary? No, we can't do that. We're just going to give you some sort of port instead. Just a straight up load hold port. A port would be nice of an older Zelda game, but like a remake even better for a system seller at the end of the year? Because if you looked at it, we don't have a system seller. We don't even have like that many games to be excited for. But then when we finally see this lineup, Nintendo is like, we're gonna get rid of some of those games for you because we can't have that. Honestly, they should have just left the leaks and rumors alone because, to be honest, it just brings more and more attention to Nintendo as a company because everyone's excited for these games. I guess it brings negative attention if they don't happen, but everyone's just excited for these games. Ocarina of Time, Star Fox, 3D Mario. And speaking on 3D Mario, that also could have been compromised. 2027. So essentially everything that Nate the Hate said, I'm not saying that they're false in any way, shape, or form, but it's something that maybe Nintendo was just spreading this all over the place, and all of a sudden Nate's sources kind of got involved with this. So potentially, maybe 3D Mario isn't going to be happening 2027. but instead 2026. So if they're actually actively spreading false information, imagine what they could do. Imagine them actually just revealing a 3D Mario in 2026, and that could be the system seller for the end of the year. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but it wouldn't be too far off to say that Nintendo is like, oh yeah guys, 3D Mario 2027, it's going to happen. But maybe that just wasn't the case. Maybe that wasn't the plan the entire time. They just said that so that we'd be like, okay, so there's no 3D Mario. Disappointed. But then they're like, you know what? 3D Mario is coming. It's coming this year. Yeah, so get ready for your brand new adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom. Overall, I find this to be really, really interesting because it leads you to believe what other leagues could be fully compromised. Is the Pokemon Company doing the same thing? Are we not going to be seeing a Pokemon game that looks absolutely gorgeous? Are we not going to be seeing rideable Pokemon or anything? Is Pokemon Company doing the same thing? Because if you looked around, the Pokemon Company leaks and rumors are actually worse than Nintendo as a whole. You had that whole Terra League thing, and you also had just like every single day, I swear, there's some brand new thing about, ooh, Generation 10. It could be like some fake AI beta footage, or it could be actual beta footage. Who knows? It could be something about like, oh, you can get rideable Pokemon, or shiny Pokemon, or shiny charms could work like this. Overall, it's definitely really, really interesting, and I'm honestly wanting to know what exactly has been compromised. So keep your head out just in case. Next leaks and rumors could definitely be compromised. This could be like Nintendo trying to do some sort of strategy, some plot on what's going on here. So like, honestly, if we get some brand new announcement like, hey, guess what, 2026 is going to be a brand new 3D Kirby game, so get ready for that. Might not happen. Might not happen. I know it's a little bit disappointing, but Nintendo, yeah, we could let them be Nintendo. And also the Nintendo Directs could definitely be, that would be pretty much a nasty ploy from Nintendo, but keep an eye out on those, because if they just randomly announced one on Friday morning, I don't know what to say, because that's just not Nintendo. That's kind of rude though. That kind of sucks. That's just like, oh, what the heck? Why would you do that? Why would you play a little trick on us? No, Nintendo. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Consider to hit the like button. Maybe subscribing if you're new. We do a bunch of different Nintendo content on this channel. Let me know what you're most interested in, and I'll make sure to make the video if it's something reasonable, of course. I still have yet to complete all the Mario Galaxy levels, huh? Don't worry, still working on that. Anyways, thank you so much. See you in the next one.